Do you think I can make an entire Thanksgiving meal in an easy bake oven? I know! I'm not so sure if I can, but I've got guests coming over in 6 hours and I have to have something to serve. So let's see how this one goes. Okay, so here are the rules for today's video. Number one, I have 6 hours. My guests are coming. Dinner has to be on the table 6 hours from now. So that's scary because that's not how long it takes to make Thanksgiving dinner, but it is today. Rule number two, I'm trying to do everything as I would if this was a normal Thanksgiving dinner, right? So like I make my pie crust from scratch. I never bought store-bought. So I'm making my pie crust from scratch today. The turkey really needs to be basted. We're gonna put it in a nice brine. Things I would do for a normal Thanksgiving meal, I'm gonna do for this. Rule number three, there are 5 dishes I'm attempting to make. 1, turkey, of course. 2, stuffing. 3, green bean casserole, which is a Midwest staple. I don't know if y'all have that at your family Thanksgivings. Let me know in the comments. 4, mashed potatoes. And 5 is the dessert, pumpkin pie. Another rule, I cannot use any heat sources except the Easy Bake Oven. So if I would normally do mashed potatoes on the stove, can't do that today, have to use the Easy Bake Oven. To make this a little easier for me, I bought a second Easy Bake Oven, which I think will probably bust out soon. We'll see. This video makes my Easy Bake Oven wedding cake video look like a piece of cake. All right, so turn on that football, turn on that Thanksgiving Day parade. Let's get started. Okay, so inside of each Easy Bake Oven box, there's obviously the Easy Bake Oven. It comes with, I love this. This just reminds me of childhood. You know, it's like one of those stupid things that exists nowhere besides childhood. Sort of like pizza parties. I thought there'd be more pizza parties in adulthood. No one told me that ended in like 5th grade. Pissed about that still. So obviously, normally I would do a full turkey, like a bird, but the Easy Bake Oven is smaller than a turkey bird. You know what I mean? I couldn't fit it in there. So basically what I did is I bought turkey breast tenderloin, and I'm gonna slice this really thin for 2 reasons. One, we need to. This like 2-centimeter lip is as high as the Easy Bake Oven allows. So everything I bake today has to be at least shorter or as tall as that. But I am going to make sort of like a marinade or like a brine for this. And I found online, the Pioneer Woman has a apple cider or an apple juice brine that looked really good. So we're gonna try that. So we're gonna slice this really thin. So I'm cooking for 4 people, including myself. So we're not gonna have a big meal, but we are gonna have, I don't want people leaving hungry. You know what I'm saying? We'll call it small plates. Small plates is such bullshit. We really rebranded just like a little bit of food as small plates, huh? The thing about a brine is it really needs like, you really need to do it overnight. So I don't know if this is gonna do anything, but it might do a little something, you know what I mean? Like, who knows? So basically we're not even having this recipe. We're like quartering this recipe. So for this, I think I'm just gonna eyeball it. Okay, we need garlic. Thanksgiving in the Manganello family is always stressful because, are your families annoying? My families are just stressed. I love my family, like dearly, but they stress me out. And around the holidays, everyone's like really high alert. Everyone's really stressed, and there's too many cooks in the kitchen. Everybody wants to cook, you know what I mean? So I like to sit back and watch the parade. The thing about Thanksgiving, I will say, the thing about Thanksgiving is that what a great holiday. The whole point is eating. Okay, so we're adding a clove of garlic. It calls for orange peel, but I actually want to put like orange in it because we gotta like amplify this flavor quickly. And I think that's the best way to do it. Let me know in the comments what you're most grateful for. Our family always went and saw like a movie on Thanksgiving. Okay, so God, I feel like my mom, who was always stressed out on Thanksgiving. Next up is the pumpkin pie. And I have a rule in my household. I do not buy pre-made pie crust. I don't like that I have this rule because now I have to do it today and the time's running low. So we're gonna take this recipe and we're gonna 1/5 it. So instead of 2.5 cups of flour, we're gonna do like 1/2 cup of flour. Now what I do for my pie crust, I don't like to do it in a food processor, although that's like a common technique. What I like to do is pinch off little bits of ice cold butter and and just kind of like place it in the flour mixture. Like I need child hands for this. Actually though, I get why easy bake ovens are made for children and not grown men. Like my fingers are too big for this. Top tip, when you're making pie dough, make sure the little bits of butter you're adding to the flour and sugar mixture are various sizes, which will just make it more flaky when it bakes up.
Baked in a buttery flavored crust.
We're just gonna give the butter and flour a little mix. We wanna coat those bits of butter while they're still ice cold to preserve them. I said this in my last video, I didn't have an easy bake oven when I was a kid, but my friends' sisters all did. So I would beg them. I'd be over at my friend's house and they'd like wanna play like soccer in the backyard, and I'd be like, I'll be inside with Libby making easy bake brownies. See, but that's good. See how there's various sizes here? That's what we're looking for. What brings pie dough together is ice water. Again, you want really cold water because we don't want to melt the butter. So I've got a little cup of ice water here. Normally I would use just a couple tablespoons. I'm gonna dump this out. Garfinkel, the reason I broke up with Garfinkel is because he yells at me. He says, "Get back in the kitchen." And I say, "Excuse me, you cannot talk to me like that, Garfinkel." So Cake Twink is really sweet. He doesn't yell at me. And then we're gonna wrap it in saran wrap. Okay, don't at me, but I'm not making the filling homemade. I'm using Libby's, okay? So instead of the whole can, I'm gonna do a fourth of the can, which is about 1 cup. I'm 23 minutes behind schedule, fabulous. Who's ever on schedule on the Thanksgiving dinner though? You know what I mean? A quarter of 2/3 cup, which would, baby. Quarter of 2/3 is 5/2. So instead of 2/3 cup, I'm gonna do 1/6 cup. It's half of 1/3, right? And we're doing a fourth of 1/3. Got it. Okay, this makes sense. Okay, so with the elements of the pumpkin pie like sort of resting and setting up, I thought we'd go back to the turkey, which has been sitting in this marinade for about an hour. And listen, you may think this is disgusting to put raw turkey in an easy bake oven. I'll have the last laugh, because my guests, they're gonna love this raw turkey in the easy bake oven. Well, hopefully it won't be raw when they're gonna love eating my raw easy bake oven turkey. Okay, so we're getting 2 servings of turkey on this tray. I think we're gonna have to fire up the other oven. Okay, turkey. Okay, good. Okay, please bake, please bake. How much time do we have left on the clock? We're 40 minutes behind. Great, okay. All right, okay. Could have had help, the kids could have come over and helped me with the meal. No, they decided they're gonna go watch the football game at Dad's. And the divorced mother is all alone. And Garfinkel left me, and the kids like to spend Thanksgiving morning with Garfinkel. That's fine. So here's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna get a lot of turkey out of this. We've got 2 little breasts in this easy bake, but I can't waste any more time. I was gonna put more turkey in the backup oven, but I just don't think we have time for that. So the kids are gonna have to split the turkey, but it's okay, because we all know turkey's the worst part of the meal. So I gotta start on the sides, because that's what everyone comes here for. So we gotta get to stuffing. Normally, I would melt the butter and saute the vegetables for the stuffing on the stovetop, but I made a stupid little game for myself. So what I think we're gonna do is, instead of sauteing the vegetables in butter on the stove, we'll do it on this pan in the oven. I don't know, is this gonna work? I don't f***ing know. Don't need all this celery, just 1 stalk, and that might be too much, and a little bit of an onion, and we're good to go. Oh, this is a top tip. We're gonna cut everything super small and super thin. Thanksgiving dinner in an easy bake oven. I will go down in the history book as being that bitch. So we got celery, onion. We're gonna take a little bit of butter and melt it down. Just like a pat of butter, I guess, on the tray. Okay. So let's check in on the turkey, see how it's cooking up. I mean, honestly, not bad. That's cooking up like turkey. Okay, so I'll pop this back in. I think it needs another probably 30 minutes or so, but I'm shocked it's working. This is great. I love when things work out. Okay, this easy bake needs a deep clean. There's raw turkey all over it. I gotta call Easy Bake Corporate and see if it's okay to cook raw meat in the oven. Doesn't matter, because I already did it, but I loved calling them last time. They're so lovely and wonderful.
The average wait time is currently 15 minutes.
I don't have 15 minutes,
Please hold
babe.
for the next available agent.
Okay, I'm on hold. I get it. It's Thanksgiving. Everyone's trying to bake a Thanksgiving dinner in an easy bake oven today. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep working on my stuffing. I need to call my mom today and apologize because I remember her on the phone, stress calling my aunts and uncles, cooking, running around the kitchen, burning her hand on pots and pans. Now I know what it feels like. Okay, so we're gonna add the stuffing. And again, it needs to go flat. It can't go up and over the sides. Okay, it says for thicker stuffing, add a well-beaten egg and mix thoroughly. Yeah, I'm holding. Mommy's in a bad mood this Thanksgiving. We want a thicker stuffing. Because that's what the problem's gonna be for this, is that the stuffing's not gonna be thick enough. Oh God, please. Oh my God, I'm tired. Okay, my guests are gonna be here in 3.5 hours. I'm still on hold with Easy Bake. The turkey is only halfway done cooking. The stuffing's only halfway done cooking. The pumpkin pie has not even started cooking, and I still have to work on the 2 other dishes. I know! I can't do anything, but I need to do everything. Okay, the turkey's been in there for probably like 30 minutes, so I think it's time to check it with a meat thermometer. Okay, so we're at 176.5. How high should this be? All right, we're cutting into the turkey to see if it's cooked enough.
It smells really good.
It's not bad, and it's got that apple, orange, sage flavor. Like, it's good. It's actually shockingly good. This might actually work out. Okay, round 2, we're gonna cook up some more turkey. Good news is now everybody will get their own breast, or at least enough breast to fill a training bra, size AA breast. Okay, round 2. All right, let's check in on the stuffing. Wow, it really bulked up. Okay, so it's not quite done, but it's going well. Okay, so things seem to be going okay. We've got the turkey cooking. We've got 1 batch of turkey done, actually overcooked, oops. We've got the 2nd batch in the oven. We've got the stuffing in the oven. The only thing I'm behind on is I had wanted to get the pie in the oven at this point, but I can't have it in the oven because I have 2 ovens full of things that need more time. Hi, how are you? I had a question for you. My daughter and her friend Bethany are here, and they asked me if they could cook a Thanksgiving dinner in an Easy Bake oven. So I told them I'd call customer service to see if that would be appropriate and or safe.
It would not, unfortunately. It doesn't have enough wattage to do that.
Oh, it doesn't? So it can't cook like turkey, like raw turkey, for example?
No. No.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, and then, interesting. And could it do stuffing, do you think? Like, could we do stuffing in the Easy Bake oven?
So it's only made for just the Easy Bake mixes. Honestly, anything else, the wattage that it has just might not be enough to do that.
Okay.
So that's why we normally don't recommend anything besides the Easy Bake mixes.
And right, no, I totally understand. And then for the mixes, you guys don't sell like a turkey mix or anything, do you?
We don't, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I'll
Good
tell them.
idea, though.
Thank you. Yeah, it would be funny to see me try doing it, right?
Absolutely. We appreciate your call.
Yes, but okay, thank you so much.
A great suggestion, and we'll definitely share your feedback.
Yeah, maybe for next Thanksgiving, you guys can have a turkey mix. Thank you so much.
Exactly. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, bye. Daughter, Bethany, I'm sorry to say, but you can't do this. The Easy Bake said it was unsafe. Okay, so here's where I stand. I'm currently still behind schedule. At this point, I wanted all the turkey cooked, I wanted the stuffing finished, and I wanted the pie in the oven. I can't put a pie in the oven because both ovens are being used right now. One for the 2nd batch of turkey, one for the stuffing. I'm a little stressed about this. Okay, so next I want to start on the mashed potatoes. Normally, I would dice up potatoes and boil them in water on the stove, then drain out the water. But I don't have a stove to use today. I have an Easy Bake oven because I decided to make my life hard for myself. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is try to heat the potatoes in milk, not water, so it won't become really watery. Oh, the turkey. I mean, it doesn't look cooked, but it didn't look cooked last time and it was overcooked. It's perfect. Mashed potatoes going in. I don't think you're supposed to put full-on liquid in the Easy Bake oven. Johnny Cakes, hyper-realistic cake baker, dies while trying to make Thanksgiving dinner in an Easy Bake oven. Okay, so we got a little under 3 hours left. I was hoping to have the pumpkin pie cooked and out of the oven. We haven't even started cooking it yet, which isn't great. So let's get on that. I've had the dough chilling in the fridge for a while, which is good. It'll make it easier to roll out. So let's roll out the pie and blind bake the crust and then fill it with filling and actually bake it. The ovens are full, so we got to take the stuffing out first. That is perfect stuffing. Okay, so here's where we're at. We have our 2 dishes done, both the turkey and the stuffing, which I feel great about. I wish you were here. They smell delicious. We've got the mashed potatoes in the oven, and we have the pie blind baking in the oven. So let's check in on the mashed potatoes, see how they are, and see if we can mash them yet. This I'm a little nervous about because it's fully like liquid in an easy bake oven. Wow. I think these are ready to be mashed, you guys. Okay, so sadly the crimping didn't really work on this. All right, so let's fill the pie shell with our pumpkin pie filling. I'm ahead of schedule? Should it be a 6-course dinner? Cornbread? Oh my God, the possibilities are endless. All right, let's get that pumpkin pie out of the oven. I really hope it baked up okay. It looks wacky now, but I'm sad because it didn't really like get nice and golden brown. It smells really good. It smells like Thanksgiving dinner. All right, let's try to mash these potatoes and see, see what happens. All right, I'm taking a little pat of butter and we're gonna try to mash these. What could I use to really mash this up? Okay, so these are not mashing. It's like really wet, milky hash browns. I'm thinking maybe an immersion blender, a muddler. Welcome to the Johnny Apothecary. Today, we're making mashed potatoes. Oh my God, this is crazy. I wonder if this will work. We're gonna give this the old college try. Okay, listen to this sound. Yeah, how many people just left this video? You're still here, thank you so much. I appreciate your loyalty. We need some salt, pepper. What else do you put in mashed potatoes? It's pretty chunky still, but maybe that's okay. They're good. There's a bite to them still. Okay, so I have an extra easy bake oven to my disposal. So I think I'm gonna lay these flat on a pan, put them back in, heat them up a little. It'll melt it down a little bit while I keep working on other stuff. We have one more dish to prepare. Green bean casserole. This is a Midwestern child's dream. Do you guys eat green bean casserole? So we're gonna take a can of green beans. This is so gross, but like, you know, like some gross things are kind of fun. And then we're gonna mix this with condensed cream of mushroom soup and milk. However, these green beans are too big for my little easy bake pan, so I'm just gonna chop them up a bit. Cream of mushroom soup, shake it up, shake it up. I gotta think about the proportions here. I need half the amount of soup that we have green beans. So there's really milk in everything, huh? I do love this dish, I gotta say. As we round out this meal and we're getting close to the end, I wanna play a little marry, kill with Thanksgiving dishes. I guess I wanna the most delicious and the naughtiest. I think that's mashed potatoes. You mashed potatoes. You marry turkey because you need the protein, but you mashed potato. Turkey's the wife, mashed potatoes are the mistress. And then kill, if I had to kill one, I guess I'd kill probably this green bean casserole. It seems the least natural, you know? Like this was not God's plan. None of this was God's plan though. All right, let's check on the mashed potatoes. I just wanted to get them a little hotter so that they'll break down easier. They're just dripping with mashed potatoes. I mean, come on, that looks like actually good, not just easy bake oven good. Oh, also this meal has not been very sanitary. So we got 40 minutes left. I'm maybe finishing early. I might even have time for a few extras, maybe some cranberry sauce, maybe some gravy. But I still have to set the table, which takes a while. And I don't know how my guests are gonna like this. I'm very nervous. Y'all, we did it. Our final dish. Now I just hope everybody likes it. I'm nervous. All right, time for final touches, setting the table, and making this meal come to life. I nailed it, to be honest. I didn't know if this would be possible, and there's a full meal in front of me. Like, I hope they didn't come so hungry. You know what I mean? This is more of like Lunchables size. Hello. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for coming. Come sit down, sit down. Hi, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you, this is so sweet of you guys. So, come on in. So I told you that I had cooked you Thanksgiving dinner. What I failed to mention is that I made a Thanksgiving dinner for all of you inside of an Easy Bake Oven. So, without further ado,
I'm sorry.
here is our Thanksgiving meal. Ta-da!
Oh my god.
So I told you to come hungry, but I hope you didn't come too hungry.
I'm gonna need about 18.
80. All right, so I guess let's just dig in. We've got stuffing,
Yes, I'm just doing
turkey, cranberry sauce, of course. We have green bean casserole, cornbread, pumpkin pie, and it wouldn't be complete without Easy Bake Oven mashed potatoes.
Oh my gosh.
Now, guys, I have to tell you, I only had 6 hours to do this, which was tricky. That's mashed potatoes.
Is this?
Well,
What is
that was intended to be mashed potatoes. No, you shouldn't be scared. Everything's fully cooked to legal temperatures.
I didn't sign anything.
I'm sorry if it's overcooked or undercooked. The turkey.
You can't say that while I'm scooping
Well,
chicken.
a light bulb cooked this, and that's turkey. I'd like to propose a toast. Happy Thanksgiving to my friends. Thank you for putting up with my ridiculous antics, and I hope you enjoy this meal.
We love your antics.
Yay.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna love the meal, but.
He's eating. It's edible.
Let me tell you something.
I'm eating the mashed potatoes and I'm wanting more.
Really?
The perfect mix of
There's more.
scalloped potato, hash brown, and oatmeal somehow.
You know what? They look a little gray.
First of all, I don't believe you cooked that turkey in the Easy Bake Oven.
You'll see it in the video. So you're saying that?
I'm going in for another slice.
And that you're a liar. And I, again, was surprised that I did not throw up at the stuffing as I want to do.
Thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. I'm really grateful for you. And yeah, I mean, have as much wine as you want. Really, we have a
I
lot.
can have at least 5 more of these.
Okay, so now that Johnny's gone, what'd you actually think?
I love the creativity. I think he is a magician of his craft. Would I eat it again? Absolutely not. But I got to give credit where credit is due. He took this challenge, and I think the most important thing is that you cook with your heart. And he definitely cooked with his heart, and definitely cooked with a tiny light bulb.
I don't think I've ever had a mashed potato that could have been mac and cheese. It could have been polenta. It could have been porridge. It could have been meat. I think it could have been a dessert, and I loved it.
Genuinely, everything was as good as I expected it to be. My stomach hurts a lot, and that is how you know that it was a good Thanksgiving meal.
My least favorite is gonna be the potatoes, the pogretos.
She didn't really care for it, but more for me.
I am going to give this meal, based on it's getting like cuteness alone, we're gonna give it like a 7.
11. An 11.
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, only because nobody's perfect. And the bubble guts will determine the last point.
It wasn't my favorite Thanksgiving meal, but it was my least favorite Thanksgiving meal.
Okay, so my friends just left. Honestly, a successful Thanksgiving. I feel like the meal was way better than expected, both on their end, but also on my end.
Yeah, I mean, they loved it.
They did.
We scored them 1 through 10.
Okay.
I asked each person, and the average was a 9 out of 10.
Wow, that's incorrect. But thank you. My friends are very supportive. It wasn't a 9 out of 10. I would have given it a 7 out of 10.
I will say somebody did give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was mostly positive.
So, okay, well, listen, I gotta tell you, I didn't think, this morning I thought I was gonna have nothing to show at the end of the day. So I'm really proud of myself for doing something that maybe no one's ever done before, but that I think many people should do in the future. Just be careful, because like, turkey juice in an Easy Bake Oven, no good. Let me know your ranking of this meal. I know you didn't try it, but I feel like you were here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very thankful to all of you who watch my YouTube. It's so much fun making these videos, and the more of you who watch it, the more I get to make. So I'm just so grateful for all of you. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe.